Well, folks, we officially do have an investigation now taking place in Georgia with Fani Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney, and the man, one of her fellow prosecutors working on the indictments or the case, I guess, at this point, of Donald Trump and the other co-defendants, allegedly having an affair together. There is now an investigation into that. And I got to say, it doesn't look good. And that's very disappointing to say. Like, I have had high praise for Fani Willis throughout everything she has done. There were even points where I suggested, hey, maybe in a second Biden administration, if Merrick Garland doesn't want to do the job anymore, she'd make a good attorney general because she's a good worker. She did a great job, but unfortunately, things are looking pretty bad. And the problem is not with Fani Willis, though. The problem is with Donald Trump and the co-defendants. Because here's the thing. And this is now, there's this big article in Vice. They talk to multiple legal experts. And all of these legal experts agree on the same thing. That, yeah, it looks bad. It makes the prosecutor's office look bad if it's proven that these two were having an affair. However, they all agreed that it does not in any way actually affect the charges that Willis brought against Donald Trump and the other co-conspirators. If she was having an affair with this other prosecutor, okay, not good for your office, again, looks bad, but that relationship, and again, this is coming from the legal experts, would have no impact at all on the grand jury's findings. It had no impact at all on the evidence of the case. It had no impact on the indictments. It has no impact on the trial schedule. For now, on that last point. Because here is what a couple legal experts did say. If it is determined that there was any kind of improper relationship taking place with Fani Willis, what could happen is that the judge overseeing the case could move it to another prosecutor's office, basically kick Fani Willis and her team off of it, and then assign it to another office. If that happens, massive delays. We will not get a trial this year. It doesn't change the indictments. It doesn't change the evidence. Those would stay in place. But a new team learning all of this basically from nothing to go to trial expects significant delays to the point where that trial would not happen this year. So that's one thing. Another thing, and this is where things could get actually pretty bad. If, and this could infect the indictments, if it is determined that Fani Willis actually prolonged the investigation in order to pay this man she was allegedly having an affair with more money, keep him on the payroll longer because I'm just going to slow roll the investigation. If they're able to determine that and prove it, that might affect the indictments. Maybe. And the legal experts, by the way, that spoke to Vice, they're not really clear on how it could affect the indictments, but they say that, it's possible. I will say one alleged charge that Republicans have had against Fani Willis has now been debunked. Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one who helped push this one, and it was that Fani Willis used funds from the state of Georgia to travel on vacations with this man she allegedly had an affair with. That's actually already been proven false from the divorce hearing of the man and his wife, because she showed in the bank statements that he paid for the trips. So that's a good sign, right? Like, part of the allegations against her have already been proven false. We will have to wait and see how this goes. The judge has now on Monday announced that they're unsealing some of the divorce proceedings that do obviously talk about Fani Willis. Fani Willis is fighting a subpoena to not have to testify, which that's not a good look. So weird things could happen, but I think overall the general takeaway is it's not necessarily, 99% probably not going to affect the indictments against Donald Trump, but it could delay the trial to where we do not get a resolution for it this year. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.